There are many different syntax options when calling the filter function. Once you become familiar with the options, the closure statements will become a lot easier to read. First, in line 1, create a variable called list and set it equal to an array of numbers from 1 to 10. Use the closed range operator instead of typing each number. So here, create a variable var called list and set it equal to an array, so we can actually say it's array, and then we say it has numbers 1 to 10. Use the closed ranged operator means 3 dots. Half open range, if you want to exclude the 10, would be this, but in this case we want to go from 1 to 10 including 10, and then close this. So now we have our list, and now let's step through each of the different filter functions so that you become more familiar with the syntax. So here we say basically filter the list, and now comes the closure. Pass in x, that's our parameter, which is really the initial value in the array, and then return a value, and here's our condition. If x remainder of 2 is equal to 0, then it is an even number and we keep it. Otherwise, do not filter it. And in the next line, you can see that what we have done here is you don't have to specify the type of the parameter that you're passing in. In the next line, we have further simplified it by dropping these parentheses from the argument we are sending into the closure. You can also see that adding the return keyword is not necessary, so you could end up with just x in, and then this is the condition. So the argument being sent in is x, and the condition here again says take the remainder of x. If the remainder of x when it's divided by 2 is 0, then keep it. So in this filter, we're filtering the even numbers. You can even go shorter here by dropping the parentheses on the outside of the filter, on the outside of the closure. So you can just say dot filter and then start immediately with the curly brackets. You can do that when the closure is the last argument or only argument in the function. And lastly, instead of using the parameter name x in x, we can also just drop all of that and say $0.